Welcome everyone, A to Z Productions here, and in this installment we are going to show you and your dealership how to do the dealer full registration and activation process for Entune 3.0 services for your customers. And how you do that is through Dealer Daily. So here we are at the Dealer Daily landing page, and you simply input your credentials and you enter the site.
This will also be for legacy vehicles too that do not have Entune 3.0. So just vehicles with Safety Connect, you can utilize the Dealer Express, the same process, Dealer Full process as well to activate the services.
Okay, and so once you log in here, you see who's signed in from the dealership in which they represent, and then you have your drop downs. And for this, we need to go to the vehicles drop down, and that's where you'll find Toyota Connected Services, and that's where we begin this process. So we come to the Toyota Account Registration Portal, which is TARP. And this is the landing page. It's got the name of your dealership there at the top, and there's three soft keys there that you can see. You've got Toyota, you've got the DMS search, you've got the unlinking of the VIN, and Toyota owner search. DMS search is for dealers that have a really buttoned up process. In order for you to be able to utilize this function, the vehicle would have to be RDR'd in the system and have already gone through the finance part of Dealer Daily and for it to have been closed out for it to show up there. Unlinking of the VIN is for when vehicles come in on a trade and they maybe have Toyota Connected Services on them, whether it be from the trial maybe still being on there in effect, or maybe the customer has paid subscriptions. That's where you would go and unlink that, and that's important that that takes place. Right? Or, for example, and in addition to that, also is if perhaps maybe an RDR was submitted and the account was activated and it was miskeyed, and that you could go in there and unlink it. And then Toyota Owner Search. This is for your customers that perhaps maybe already have a Toyota Owner's account, and this is where we would go search. The registration process begins with the activation and creation of a Toyota owner's account. So is what we're doing here is by clicking that is that we're searching to see, does this customer have a Toyota owner's account already in existence? And you can do that by looking for it via email or their first and last name. And as what that does is Alfonso's going to insert an email in here, and he's going to hit submit. And as what this is doing is it's scrubbing that email account against the Toyota owner's database to see if an account exists. In this situation, they're saying that there's not an account found. You can go ahead and search again if your customer is adamant that, hey, I have an account, and maybe that's not the email account it was under, or maybe you feel maybe you miskeyed it and you want to go try again. In this instance, we know that that's a valid email address that doesn't have an account to it, so we're going to create a new account. And again, is what this is doing is helping us establish an owner's account that is tied to this vehicle for the Entune connected services. So we're going ahead and we're going to enter a customer's name. And we're going to create an account. And keep in mind, this is the dealer full, as we stated earlier, and this is really giving that concierge service, that level of engagement that we want to give to our customers. And so with the entering of that information, we've got the name of the customer, their email account, and again, this email account is crucial that they're providing you with a good email account. We don't want it to be the coupon email account or the junk email account that everyone has. It needs to be one that they check on a regular basis, because in this process there'll be emails exchanged that will be important for them to have in order to complete this process in its entirety. So down here at the bottom, we've verified, yes, this is the customer, their email account, and we're going to do the full enrollment. You've also got the option for Express that we already went over in a previous video. You've got the waiver if the customer wants to decline services. If you feel this isn't the correct customer, you can go back and do another new search. Or under managed service, if this customer already has an account and you just want to go in and manage their subscriptions, we can do that too. So here we are, we're going to do the full enrollment. And the pop-up comes up where it's asking you to verify the customer's identity. And in this case, we obviously are doing this with the customer sitting here. And you're greeted with the VIN number. And you need to insert the 17-character VIN number. And keep in mind that it will only allow you to put in 17 digits, or characters I should say, and it won't allow you to put any more there. If the customer is one that has maybe multiple vehicles in their household, they can provide a nickname here if they would like to, that would then populate into the Toyota owner's account. For these purposes, we're just going to leave that blank. And once that's put in, you can see that we're greeted here at the Toyota service packages place, landing page, excuse me, inside of Toyota owners. In the blue on the left, you can see that we've got the connected services that are on this vehicle. Keep in mind that the system is smart enough that that VIN number is tied to everything on the vehicle. So the picture of the vehicle that's being displayed there on the top is VIN specific. So, for example, if it was supposed to be an XSC in red that the customer had that was on there, that would show up at that exact vehicle. So we've got this Camry here at the top. It's got Remote Connect and Safety Connect. It's showing us that the trial times in which they will come to a conclusion. It's showing that they're complimentary because they're included. And you've got an order summary off here to the right. If we scroll down to the bottom, you see both of those connected services that are available. And if you would like to at this time, you could go ahead and select for optional years or months of services for either one of those. For this purpose, we're just going to go ahead and go with the complimentary trial periods that come with the vehicle, and we're going to select continue. You're greeted with a pop-up here, and it's asking you to make sure that the customer is agreeing to these terms and conditions, and so you review them with the customer and asking them, are you sure you're wanting to make sure that you receive your maintenance alerts? And so you select that box, and then the next box down at the bottom is that not only are you agreeing to the service alerts being sent to Toyota, but you're asking for, when that happens, that the dealer is permitted to give you a call to help you with your vehicle. So we'll select that and hit continue. And here's where the customer then is going to provide you with their personal information to put into the system.
And this information that we're inputting here is in case if the customer had additional time on their trial period, or they have information regarding their connected services. They'll need to, when they call in, they'll have to verify this information when they call in as a security measure. So they'll be asked to verify this information. Keep in mind, Toyota does not handle any credit card information or processing with this, so this is why this has to be verified.
So the customers provided us with their information, and we've put this in there for them. The mailing address was the same as the home address, so we went ahead and selected that box. We entered a good working phone number for them, so that when the instance that the dealer needs to contact them when a service alert would come through, this would be a way for them to contact them. Again, we've got the order summary off to the side displaying the connected services that are available on this vehicle. They're going with just the trial periods and everything's included, so you see that the total charges are 0. We review all this information with the customer to ensure it's accurate, and we hit confirm.
Now, what you'll notice here too on that page, you didn't see the passcode like the Dealer Express, where the customer actually went and updated that information and activated their account. On this one, since we're doing a dealer full, that customer will go in and activate their account, and they still can set that up through their profile, and we'll go over that in just a moment in regards of the dealer full as far as the customer activating their profile as well, or their account, excuse me.
And you can see here that we're greeted with a welcome that's saying that our accounts are now active, and we have the customer's name, address, phone number. Off to the right, we've got the services and the dollar amount that would be owed. And here's also another place where we could, if the customer so chooses, that we could input their credit card information so that in the account that they would like to extend after the trial period, it could be in there for them to call the 800 number down there inside that box, that 800-331-4331 number, and they could, get a hold of a Toyota agent, and the information would be on file for them to go ahead and activate, or also by putting the information in here now, at the conclusion of a trial period, it would automatically set them up for that $8 a month service to continue. For these purposes, we're not going to input anything in here. There are terms and conditions that need to either be read or printed in order for us to authorize the completion of the services. And so once you select that, you can authorize it and you hit submit.
Again, this is a dealer full, so the customer will be right in front of you, and you want to make sure that they have their phone, because now we're going to go into a couple other steps, but we're going to look at the remote connect authorization pop up here. So you complete the dealer full. The email address that you utilize for the dealer full, you can see that the customer's name and the email address is populated here. They're going to receive an authorization code in their email for Remote Connect. That authorization and code expires after 72 hours. So we're going to click submit. And now we're done with that. So from this page, you're just telling you to notify the customer they can go to the Verizon Wi-Fi website to learn more about their Wi-Fi and how to start their trial. You also have your enroll services here for remote and Safety Connect and Service Connect as well. And it's telling you to go to the Apple App Store, Google Play, to download the apps for Remote Connect. So that is dealer full. I'm going to take you into the process flow now of the email as a customer, because it's important that the customer activates their account. So they'll go to their email, activation account link will be here. A customer must activate their account. All new customers need to activate their account. If you do not activate your account, you will not receive the Remote Connect authorization code.
And this is where a part of the dealer full process is a strength, right? Because as that customer and you are sitting there and you're completing that, you can now ask them to check their device for this email and help them walk through the next portion of these steps.
Correct. So now the customer's open that email. You'll see that Toyota Owners has opened up again by the dealer utilizing that primary email address. It created them a Toyota Owners account. So only thing that they need to do now, the information is filled out as far as their name and email address. They need to complete their password here. Select the security question. Entune. Click create account. You can see here it says, welcome to the community. We found one vehicle we think is associated with you. This is one that was registered. We click submit. And from this page, it tells us here we can manage the subscription, Service Connect, but I'm going to go back up here and talk to you about the confirm the servicing dealer. The confirmed servicing dealer, say for instance that dealer that just completed dealer full, they are by default the preferred dealer. But what if the customer wants to change that preferred servicing dealer? They will need to come here to confirm that servicing dealer. And they're able to select, and what you have here, your phone or your computer will, based on where it's located, will have geolocation in regards of local dealers. So we're just going to confirm this dealer here. That's the primary dealer. You can see we received a star here as the servicing dealer. So we have that set. I'm going to take you to a couple of other pages within this so you can see some of the other services a customer can utilize within Toyota owners in regards to their vehicle. So the personal information provides their account information in regards of their name, address, phone number, the email address, and their password and security question. Under Manage Vehicles, they can come here and manage that vehicle as well. They can add a driver, they can add another vehicle, or they can manage the subscriptions for that vehicle. They also have Manage Preferences here as well in regards of communication. Here you have your monthly vehicle health report. You can receive it by email, push notifications. The vehicle and maintenance alerts, receive those by email. And again, since we opted in for the dealer to call, we can do phone by dealer. And we also can send push notifications through the Toyota Owners app. Here you also have marketing information, and if you want to receive any other information about any other Toyota vehicles. I'm going to take you back to the Manage Vehicles. I'm going to go to Manage Subscriptions. Say for instance, the customer wants to manage my subscription, or want to add more time, or want to review my services, or maybe I want to opt out into Service Connect or some particular service here. So you'll be presented with this page here, Manage Your Account, Enrolled Services. It talks to you about your service agreement. You can go to Verizon Wi-Fi Connect. You also get more information about your Remote Connect, and you have information in regards to opting in and out of your Service Connect as well. You're also able to add to your trial or extend your trial from this page too in regards of your connected services. So I'm going to go back into here to Toyota Owners, and we're going to go to the dashboard. So this is the information that a customer will receive. What you'll need to do next, and we'll talk about the next steps. So your account is created, you've opted into your services. There are some important steps that the customer will need to take in regards to making sure that their vehicle is transmitting the data, and to also make sure that they inputted the Remote Connect app, Connect authorization. So let's review that. So in regards to Service Connect, after they've opted in, when they start the vehicle, they'll be greeted with a, would you like to start your Toyota Service Connect activation? They'll need to select yes, allow it to process, and select OK. This is basically saying that the vehicle is ready to transmit data because you've already opted into the services. If the customer hits no, or if they hit the menu or music button or do something else on the multimedia system, on the next key cycle, they're going to be presented with this screen again. In regards to Service Connect vehicle alerts, say for instance you get a check engine light or a low washer fluid, the customer will be presented with this message. If the vehicle is going over 5 miles per hour, there will be a message that displays that when safe, please pull the vehicle over to display the message, or the vehicle cannot display the message while in motion. If they're under 5 miles per hour, or if they're stopped, they'll see the call dealer play and OK soft key buttons on the head unit. By hitting any of those soft keys on the head unit, transmits the data to the dealer. If the customer does nothing, say for instance they ignore the message, or they hit menu, apps, or music, or something else on the multimedia system, on the next key cycle on plus 10 minutes, that data is automatically transmitted to the dealer because they've opted into Service Connect. So that technically means they don't have to do anything. Oh, just get into their preferred dealer. That data is sent to their preferred servicing dealer. Now, I want to talk to you all about the call dealer functionality in the vehicle. In the vehicle's multimedia system, under the menu setup, there is a vehicles tab where you can input the dealer's information. That information is where you put the dealer's name, contact, and the phone number. So when you get this message on the head unit, when you select call dealer, it calls that dealer program into the head unit. Now, the preferred servicing dealer that was set up onto Toyota owners and what's in the vehicle's multimedia system, those two systems do not talk to each other. So whatever information you update in your multimedia system, you want to make sure it reflects or is updated on Toyota owners and vice versa. So if it's a dealer trade or if the customer purchases from a dealer A but services at dealer B, and they set up dealer B and preferred servicing dealer on Toyota owners, you want to make sure that dealer B is also programmed into the multimedia system as well. Next, we have Remote Connect. So the customer received the authorization code via their email. They have 72 hours to input that authorization code. So they're going to go to Apps on the head unit, Communications. It's going to say Remote Authorization. They're going to input that authorization code and click Submit and OK. It could take up to 5 minutes to 24 hours for that to process. Keep in mind that the email address for Toyota owners, which was the same one that the customer provided to you for Dealer Full, Dealer Express, etc., is the same username and password that they'll need to utilize to log in into the Remote Connect app on the phone. Keep in mind in regards to Remote Connect that a trial or paid subscription means that you'll be able to have Remote Connect app on your phone and be able to utilize the key fob to remote start the vehicle. And remote start the vehicle on the key fob 1, 2, 3 and hold. If you do not have a trial or paid subscription, you will not have the Remote Connect app available on the phone, nor will the key fob work for you 1, 2, 3 hold to start the vehicle. So that's a trial and paid subscription means that you'll be able to use both the Remote Connect app on the phone and your key fob. So those are the steps that a customer needs to take after they've Dealer Full has been complete or Dealer Express, their account has been activated, and they've received their Remote Connect authorization. Those are the steps that they will take after their account has been created. So now one of the things that we do want to show you all in regards to vehicle, we want to show you unlinking a VIN so that you will have this for your reference. We're going to go back to, give me 1 second. We're going to go back to Dealer Daily. And we're going to go to Toyota Connected Services. And we're just going to click unlink here. Going to input the VIN here. And right now there is only one reason to unlink, but there will be other selections available to unlink. So we're just going to do cancel sold, click submit. And it says unlink successful.
So is what that's done is that's taken that VIN number that's associated with that Toyota owner's account and it's unlinked it and made it so that those connected services are no longer tied to that account. So for example, a customer that had Remote Connect in their vehicle had a paid subscription or the trial was still in effect and they sold the vehicle and then brought it in and traded it in, you would want to make sure that you perform that step so that when you sold it to the next customer that they were able to, still utilize the remaining trial period, set up a Toyota owner's account and have that remote connect or that remote start capability available to them. And that also ensures that the previous customer can't start and stop their car, unlock the doors, do a vehicle locator on it, so on and so forth, the features that come along with Remote Connect.
Correct. Well, thank you for your time.
And with that, if you have any questions, please know to contact your regional training manager, your vehicle product training specialist, your district managers, or your district service and parts managers. Thank you very much.
Thanks.